Hi.
Hey, Forrest, right in front of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good for you. And you've been hearing this since the junket. People said this was going to happen. This was going to happen tonight. The burden of expectation. You tell me.
I don't know. I didn't really know if it was going to happen or not. Everybody, people did say a lot of positive things, and they were like saying it maybe it was going to happen. But you know what? You never know.
And now that it has happened.
Now that it's happened, it's exciting. It's just, it's great to be acknowledged. The Hollywood Foreign Press has acknowledged me once before when I did Bird. I didn't win, but I got nominated, and this is the first time that I got a chance to win a Golden Globe. It's a big deal, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Come on.
You didn't get up out of your seat. You leapt out of it like there was a spring underneath of you. You were thrilled and excited. I mean, you could see that in your leap up.
Yeah, no, I was like, it was like a jolt of lightning, and then I could talk to my wife, and then kiss my wife, and then go up on stage, and then mumble around and make, I don't know, I haven't seen it, but I know it's not so great, but I was really excited, so.
It doesn't seem to matter now, big screen, small screen. You're all over the place. You're in ER, you're in the Shield, you're here, you got films going. When you were talking in the Inside the Actors Studio appearance a couple of days ago,
right,
about sort of moving things to yet another level,
yeah,
where have you got to go?
There's so many parts to play, so many things to do. I got so many things, characters I haven't played. I can't tell you. I mean, with the right script, with the right character, I'm gonna do my best work coming up, because I just figured out really, I think, like how to do my work, really recently over the last few years. I mean, I feel proud of some of the things, but I just really figured it out. I think a little bit. I want to see what happens.
Well, how do you top, Joe Morgenstern saying what you did in Last King of Scotland is one of the greatest performances ever committed to celluloid? When you're getting reviews like that, you set your bar awfully high.
Well, I wouldn't want to top Joe. I mean, that was like one of the greatest things anybody ever did. I mean, he wrote that amazing review from Telluride, and it was like. It was an amazing feeling to be acknowledged, because I didn't know if people were going to like this movie or accept this movie or whatever. It's a little movie I did, with English money that was $8 million. And so I think that for me, I'm really striving to play the truth in my characters. I'm just figuring out how to really totally be enveloped by my characters, where it's 100, complete. And so the next character, I'm going to try to do the same thing. It's only about the truth. It's not necessarily about what they write, or even though it's great, if I can get that vibration right, then I'll be happy. The next one, I'll do what I'm learning right now, what I've been figuring out, and hopefully in 5 years I'll say to you guys, wow, I just figured something out. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Forrest, back here, over here. You said that you just figured it out over the last few years. What was the epiphany? What exactly did you figure it out?
It was like a accumulation. Like when I did Ghost Dog, I figured out something about silence, because I hardly ever talk in the movie, and I figured out how to communicate myself. And I really think that this movie in particular helped me figure out how to marry my internal life with my external life in a way that I hadn't done completely. And I think that's what's going to change in my work. And then when I went on and did The Shield, I was able to explore it some more. Only in that way I got to explore not knowing what was going to happen next week. And so then I start trusting my instincts even more. And so that's why I say all that's going to come together in the next few movies I do.
You are also you are also a director.
Mm-hmm.
Have you any new projects as director?
I've been trying to develop something. It's called Better Angels, that I've been working on with Greg Howard. It's really about investigative journalism and going into Uganda, in the northern part of Uganda, dealing with Kony, the Lord's Resistance Army, the Army of Children. And it's about when do you step in, when do you step up to actually helping, and how do you help and how do you hurt. And so it's something that I haven't figured out completely yet, but I'm going to be working on that over the next year or so, and then I'll probably direct that next in about a year and a half.
Forrest, don't you find it ironic that this part taught you so much, connecting your inner life and the part, because he's so different than you are? And second sillier question is, what'd you do all day?
What did I do? What?
What'd you do all day?
All day. I mean, I woke up kind of late. I got up. I tried to stay in bed, so I got up about 11, and then I like drank some coffee in bed, and then I like thought about it for a minute or two and tried to send out some positive thoughts. I got up and went down, and my wife was getting ready and stuff, and I was trying to be positive about that, and then I went away and meditated for a little while. Came back in, and they were like, where you been? Where have you been? You know, I said, I was just like in the guest house meditating. I'm ready. And I just got dressed and came here.
Edie, I mean, was a complicated man, and you showed that, but he also did some terrible, terrible things.
Yeah.
And yet in your performance, it was hard not to like him, Forrest. How do you feel about leaving that legacy behind of that man in this film?
Well, I mean, I think there's a couple of things. One is that if you look at the documentaries on Idi Amin, like in the Barbara Schroeder documentary and other stuff, you're going to see a lot of the behaviors that I did. I didn't try to copy him, but he was very charismatic, very funny. That's how he was able to rise to power, you know? And that's why the British Army loved him so much and then ultimately placed him in power. But I think that it's very important, just throwing away the fact that Ugandans have a different point of view on him than the West does, which they have. Some of them think of him as a hero, some of them think of him as a tyrant, and then there's a large portion in the middle. But in the particular point is, I talked to Sam Powers, wrote this book on genocide. She won the Pulitzer last year. She's interviewed all these different people. And the one thing that she can say that she found was with the people that she meets in this position, they all contain that charisma that we're talking about. And the fact of the matter is, if you don't recognize that the people that you're going to see that are in this position actually look, perhaps even are the person you want to sit with the most and want to go with, then you'll never be able to see them. And you need to be able to look at that and analyze what's really occurring, because that's how we'll know when the next atrocity is going to happen. Not by thinking that he's going to walk in with dust all around him, with a big black screen behind him, and there's, oh, look, he's evil. It's not the way it goes. And then we have to look at our own place, our own country, other countries, and look at the people in power and say, well, what are they doing? And that's really the question. Thank you, Forrest. Thanks. See you guys. Bye.